It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Living Daily, episode 815, Reasons I Don't Own a TV, by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best blogs I can get permission from, mostly covering personal development and minimalism on this show. We cover a bunch of other topics in the Optimal Living Daily podcast network, which includes 4 other shows. Definitely subscribe to those if you like this one. So today's post comes from the Minimalists, who have a film that is streaming on Netflix called Minimalism, a documentary about the important things. I believe that's in all countries now. You can find more info about it at minimalismfilm.com. And today's post is from Joshua Fields Millburn himself of the Minimalists. So let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Reasons I Don't Own a TV, by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com. What? You don't own a TV? Why? That's a question I get often. And the answer is simple. Because I'd watch it a lot. You see, I really enjoy television. It's easy to watch, it's passive, it's entertaining at times, and I don't have to do much work, unless you consider pushing the buttons on the remote to be work. But there are many other important things I can do with my life, and so the costs drastically outweigh the benefits. Money. Sure, there are the monetary costs associated with television viewing. There is the TV itself, which can cost up to a few $1,000s. I have a friend who has 8 flat-screen TVs in his house. I shit you not. He even has one in his master bathroom. There's the monthly cost of cable or satellite, plus all the little extra fees for cable boxes, DVRs, HD service, premium channels, etc. There's the DVD or Blu-ray rentals and purchases, many of which we don't watch. Come on, I bet you've done it before. You've rented a DVD just to return the unwatched movie a week later. It's okay, we've all done it before. The trick is to stop doing it. And then there's all those fancy ancillary items we think we need, the surround sound system, the Blu-ray player, and don't even get me started on video games. That's an entirely different and equally troubling story. I know grown men in their 30s who play video games more than 5 hours a day. But TV costs us a lot more than money. Time. TV viewing robs us of our most precious asset, our time. Even with the internet, the average person watches more than 5 hours of television a day. That's 35 hours a week. Yikes. If you get rid of your TV, you can reclaim this time for yourself. Attention. TV robs us of our attention. Sometimes we think we're multitasking if we're doing other things, folding laundry, working on the computer, etc., while we're watching TV. Deep down, we know this isn't true, though. We know that TV distracts us from our tasks, which causes us to either A, take more time to complete the task. Look, TV is robbing us of even more of our time. Or B, it reduces the quality of what we're working on. E.g., have you ever tried to write something, a paper, an email, a work assignment while watching TV, and noticed that it just wasn't that good? That's because we aren't able to focus our attention on several things at once and still expect the same quality in our finished product. Awareness. Awareness is the most precious kind of freedom. We should cherish it. But TV often makes us oblivious to the world around us. And thus, in a roundabout way, TV robs us of our freedom. Relationships. If you're watching TV, especially if you're watching it alone, then you are taking away from your relationships with other people, time in which you could contribute to others. Creativity. If we are constantly consuming, then we are not creating. Thus, TV has the ability to rob us of our creativity. Sure, watching TV is easy, but is it worth it? That's the question you must ask yourself. I'm not suggesting that you have to get rid of your TV to be a minimalist. You don't, but you always have options. Ryan disconnected his cable service during our journey into minimalism. He got rid of all his DVDs and video games, but he kept his TV. We still watch movies on that TV from time to time, which brings up another point. If you get rid of your TV like I did in 2009, you can schedule time to watch TV with other people. I don't do it often, but if I want to watch a program or a movie, I can watch it at someone else's house, and afterward, we can discuss what we watched. Such planned viewing is far less passive and helps us build and strengthen our relationships rather than take away from them. You can get the TV out of your bedroom. You can limit your viewing to 1 day a week. Schedule it and don't deviate from the schedule. Or if you need to take baby steps, try to turn off your TV for 1 week. Unplug it and put it somewhere out of sight if you can, or cover it with a sheet and make sure you don't turn it on for a week. So if you get rid of your TV or drastically reduce your viewing, what are you going to do with all your reclaimed time? The short answer is you can do whatever you want. You can create something meaningful. You can exercise. You can focus on your relationships. You can contribute to other people in meaningful ways. It's liberating not to have a TV. Television sucks the life out of our lives. It takes our money, our time, our attention, our awareness, our freedom, our relationships, and our creativity. And in return, it gives us a little entertainment. It pacifies us for the moment. For many of us, television is our drug of choice. You just listened to the post titled Reasons I Don't Own a TV by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com. I actually narrated the Minimalists audiobooks, 3 of them, and the Minimalists were kind enough to give me 60 copies of their books, 20 of each of their books. So I've been giving away those to random people on my mailing list, which is a simple weekly newsletter with life tips and quotes, plus what's going on in my life and with the podcast. If you're not already on the mailing list, now's a good time to join. Just visit oldpodcast.com and enter your email address to be in those raffles. You'll also get other freebies from me like spreadsheet tools. And whenever I find other helpful free resources, I share them in that newsletter. So again, just come by oldpodcast.com and enter your email address there to join. It's totally free. And I'll leave it at that. Hope your week is off to a great start. Thank you for being here and listening to me and for subscribing to the show. It really means a lot. I'll be back tomorrow reading to you where your optimal life awaits.